innocent! You can't take me down! I will not lie to any of you! Greetings, salutations. Welcome to this very special lie detector stream. I'm your host, Cuddlymuffintop, half human, half Vtuber, who comes into the virtual world through the wonders of human slapstick. I am here being judged, and I got these shock absorbers in my own flabby body to add to the overall electrifying performance. This was a goal made possible by my lovely community during my birthday donathon stream. You could say it's the penultimate one, since we still got one more to go through, hopefully sometime in September. And it is the lie detector stream. And no, I am not in a lying mood. I do not want to get shocked, even though it is technically a toy you can buy at a Walmart store. Now, originally, the goal was supposed to be incorporate a shock collar. However, I did further realize through the terms of service within Twitch, especially since I'm broadcasting this on both Twitch and YouTube, so no matter what platform you're watching me on right now, hope you are doing well. Welcome to the stream. It will go against terms of service if you are bringing your life to an endangerment status, especially in regards to shock collars. It can be a little bit too appalling in some regards. So you're stuck with me in this electric chair with these shock absorbers embedded into my blobby skull and this lie detector icon right in front of me. So, with that said, we're going to be going through some questions today. Questions that were asked by members within my Chubby Checkers community over on my Discord server, which, if you would like to join that and you are 18 and older, you can type in over on Twitch, !Discord to bring that link up, and you're more than welcome to join if you would like. If you are on YouTube, that Discord server link is going to be in the description below. And if you're wondering who's providing the music for this interrogation, well, that would be from This is royalty-free music, detective music, brought to you by Fesilian Studios background music. So feel free to give them a follow or subscribe to their channel over on YouTube. They have a lot of playlists for study time or just royalty-free if you want to do something swifty with them in this regard. And with that said, got to make sure that we get them good publicity, good amount of coverage here in this case. So, with that said, let's first and foremost get the Discord questions out of the way. We originally had people ask me questions within the suggestion sample channel in the shock collar lie detector thread. So, we got about 7 of them, or 6 of them. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with the questions. But each time, we're gonna pause the music when I read each question. Now, I'm gonna turn on the machine, and we're gonna let it play off. I hope everyone heard that. So I'm gonna fasten my flabby hand into this device, and then you're gonna hear the different modes. That's the vibrate mode for it. That is the one mode that we're gonna have, the current mode, the one that will give me a shock. So, we're gonna go ahead. And you hear that, right? You hear the buzzing? You hear it? This is gonna decide if I am lying to you or if I am telling you the truth. So, with that said, the hand has been ground into it. So, we got our first question here. Actually, we can go ahead and play back the music, I think. Let's go ahead and do that. All right. So, we'll just have it a little bit on the quieter side of things here. It is relatively quiet anyways, I think. So, the first question that we have is as follows. This one is from Cat Lady Creates. The first question that we have is Cat Lady your favorite fart meister? I would have to say that Soba Tony is my favorite fart meister. I'm sorry, Cat Lady, but it has to be said. He's the one who brings the toots to the yard more than you could, even though you brought about the revolution. Aha! I was telling the truth! Great. And then you just did that. Wow. Yeah. That wasn't me, by the way. That was a redemption over on my Twitch channel. Don't pay attention to that. Well, there you go. I told the truth there. I told the truth for this situation. So, Soba Tony, you gotta pay up somewhere. No, I'm kidding. Don't pay up. Don't pay up for anything here. All right. The next question is also from Cat Lady Creates. And the question is as follows. Do you really want to play Dark Souls? Even though I always find those games very challenging, I am interested in the lore and the tactics, so yes, I am interested in playing more of that game. Ha! I was telling the truth again! Ha! There we go. See, Soba Tony? There's another win for you, since you were the one who redeemed that game redemption. Ha! See? This little thing doesn't lie so easily, ha! All right. Ow. All right. All right, then. It's time for us for the next question. This time, it's going to be from Soba Tony. Now then, gonna put my hand back in here because I got a little too excited. All right, here we go. I knew this was going to be the next question. I knew this question was going to come up here sooner or later. It was on the horizon. I just didn't think it was going to be this soon. Yes, Fandavon, greetings and salutations. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. It's been a while. Hope you've been taken care of since then. So I have been answering these truthfully right now, but this one might be a perplexing one. All right, here we go. Soba Tony asks, are farts funny? A lot of the time I feel like they're overused in a lot of things for a cheap laugh, but when they're used properly and in good context, they can be hilarious. Absolutely wonderful. So yes, they can be funny. Yes, indeed. Look at that. A truthful answer once again. Haha! 3 in a row, baby! 3 in a row! Nice. Nice, very nice. I'm feeling a lot of confidence right now. I have to wholeheartedly admit. Oh, I bet a lot of you probably wanted me to say no. But then, I would be lying to myself. I am known to be very truthful, and whenever I lie, I oftentimes feel terrible about it. So this, kind of like the no laugh challenge, might be a bit of a struggle for people to see me basically Oh, I've been doing fine in the meantime, Vandaphon. I hope you're able to take a break from your working habits, though. Get your some time to relax. All right. Next question is also going to be from Sobertony. All right, here we go. It's actually a two-part question. So here we are. Sobertony asked, do you really want to hurt me? Do you really want to make me cry? Sometimes I do. I'm just not gonna beat around the bushes. Sometimes I do want to hurt you. Sometimes I really want to make you cry just so I can get a good laugh out of it. Just so I can chuckle to myself sometimes when I sleep. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That was supposed to be a lie. That was supposed to be a lie. But it didn't shook. It didn't shock me. It said I was lying, and yet it didn't shock me. What the blobby hell? Am I not pushing down enough? Oh, I bet I'm not positioning my hand. I think I might know. Okay. Okay. So for those of you who are wondering, yes, I did lie there. I don't really want to hurt Sobertony. I can tell you right now, I did not. I looked at the results, and it did say I was lying. So, with that said, here's hoping it isn't remaining defective right here and there, because I have tested this out proper. So, let's go ahead with the next question. Another one from Sobertony. He asks, do you like Taylor Swift? You know what? Oh wait, it's gotta start back up again. All right, gotta make sure this is strapped in because my hands are so thick. All right, so we're gonna make sure that we get ourselves in here. All right, gotta make sure my hands are in here properly so I can get the ultimate shock. So let me ask that question again. Cuddly, do you like Taylor Swift? I never was a fan of her music. Even in a country regular days, it never really grabbed me. I found that there could be a little bit too cheesy and maybe a bit focused on how she can't get a boyfriend or how she can't keep a boyfriend. And just like that, I was telling the truth. Ha! Yep. Still to this day, even when she's, you know, going a little bit more independent or going in a little bit more experimental with her music, it's just still not really grabbing my attention. The only fun I ever got from a Taylor Swift song is when they used Screaming Sheep in that remix, that Trouble song. Da 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 da. Ah! Ah! Trouble, trouble, trouble. Yeah, that one. That's the only fun time I had with a Taylor Swift song, which was a parody of it. That's it. So, now then, we got one more question from my community. So, let's go ahead and get that one stirred away. Disappointed! Oh, come on, you can't be disappointed by that. Don't tell me you're a Swiftie. Are you a Swiftie? Well, you know what? I'm not gonna basically bash you down if you happen to like an artist that I don't. I mean, come on. If I try to force my musical taste down people's throats and ask them to like it, what kind of person would I be? Wait, am I even a person then? I'm a blob. What kind of dumbass question was that? All right. We got one more question from my community. And it's also from Cat Lady Creates. All right. Let's go ahead and bring this up. All right. Gonna get my hands right in here. All right. Think I got it as close to it as possible. So, Cat Lady asked me, is Macho Man Randy Savage your favorite wrestler? You know, the more I thought about it, no, he's not really my favorite. I'm kind of more of a Stone Cold Steve Austin fan. And that's saying something because he really was the time in which I really enjoyed wrestling the most. The Attitude Era. Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Did it not even give me a response? It doesn't even say if it was saying I was... Well, I didn't get shocked. You know what? I'm gonna answer that question again. I'm gonna ask that question again. Because I don't feel like that was fair. Alright. Now then, I'm gonna ask one more time. Cat Lady asked, is Macho Man Randy Savage my favorite wrestler? Personally, I still feel like Stone Cold Steve Austin was my favorite because he was the one that got me to enjoy wrestling the most with his badass attitude and going against the 4D thinkers like the now horrible Vince McMahon. Okay. There we go. The truth. Now, would I say that he's one of my absolute favorites? I don't know. Honestly, I'm not too sure. I'm sure there are much more examples of more technical, more proficient wrestlers out there, like maybe Kurt Angle, Bret the Hitman Hart, Eddie Guerrero. I mean, there's a lot of other pickings to choose from. However, I am just gonna say that Stone Cold is a little bit of bias here. He really got me to enjoy wrestling the most during that Attitude Era period. And while I was a fan in the past of Hulk Hogan, that is long past the truth anymore. Especially with a lot of the things you hear about him nowadays. So, in all effort, I will say I enjoy Macho Man Randy Savage more now than Hulk Hogan. I will say that. Most certainly. Alright, that is all for the Shot Caller Lie Detector questions on the Discord server. But I'm gonna bring up something. Because it's time. Maury, greetings and salutations to you. It's been a while. Hope you've been doing well. Welcome to the stream. Now that the community... Really? Are you trying to get me electrocuted? I've only told a lie once, but I did not get shocked, and that concerns me. I feel like this product might actually be too much of a joy toy. So, we're gonna wait to see. All the other times I have been answering truthfully. So, we are now on to my friends' questions. So let's see if we can bring that up. Here we go. I'm gonna shrink this down so we can actually see all of them here. Let's see if we can. Gonna go ahead and try to swift. All right, here we go. Right over here. It's not a lie if you believe it. Well, the lie detector will have another thing to say there, gentleman Eldritch. But greetings and salutations to you. Hope you are doing well. Welcome to the stream. All right, so we got 24 friends that did ask me questions about, well, for this particular challenge. And now, I'm going to spin the wheel and see who gets to ask me a question next. So, before I do, even though it is a much smaller screen, it may create some flashing imagery as it spins. So if you are susceptible to that, or have a history of epilepsy or seizures, please take as much caution as you can. I'll count from 1 to 3 to hopefully help you with that situation. Ow. All right, so let's go ahead and get my hand all properly ready. And then let's spin the wheel. 1, 2, 3. All right, who's gonna ask me the next question? is Amori. Well, that's good timing. That is good timing. All right. Bioroid Amori's question is the next one. I got it up on my feed here. And this is the main question that she has asked me. So. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this question. All right. So, the question that Bioroid Amori has asked me is this. Which do you prefer? Robotnik, Dr. Robotnik, or Eggman? And this is from Sonic the Hedgehog. He used to be called Dr. Robotnik, but now, a lot of the time, they like to call him Eggman. A lot of the times within the current Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. So, I'm gonna ask that question again, and then we can answer it. So again, Cuddly, which do you prefer? Robotnik or Eggman? Oh wait, it has to turn back on again! Come on. Come on! Why you have to do this, huh? Alright, here we go. Guess gotta wait for it. Okay, so I have to answer that question again. Which do you prefer, Cuddly? Dr. Robotnik or Eggman? I have more of a personal preference for Dr. Robotnik, simply because I got a kick out of his funny shenanigans in the drug-induced Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon, and then Jim Cummings' turn in the Saturday AM cartoon. Aha. I was telling the truth there. I always found that Eggman was kind of a dumb nickname, but I get it because of his shape. But I always prefer Dr. Robotnik, even though I know that the original Dr. Robotnik from that one very drug-induced cartoon was such a pansy oftentimes. He was comedically funny. He wasn't really threatening like Jim Cummings was. He was good. But yeah, and he actually got stuff done. He actually completed his task. But yeah, I just don't really jive with the Eggman moniker in any way, shape, or form. So, thank you, Bioroid Amori, for the question. And now we're gonna spin the wheel again to find out who is going to be the next one. And again, I'm going to count from 1 to 3 to gauge anyone who happens to be susceptible to flashing imagery. That's right. That is the truth. I remember that quote. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Who's the next person? All right, we got Paradoxical Theo next. So let's bring their question up. I forgot. Non-binary. They pronouns here. All right. All right. Here we go. So, the next question we have. This is what Theo asks. Is Blasphemous one of your favorite games? Or, absolutely. I wouldn't have wasted so much money on the scalper price for the collector's edition of Blasphemous for the Switch, or even bought in the vinyl which they was sold off of in the first place if I wasn't. What? Ow! Ow! It said it like... What? No! That can't be right! I wasn't lying! I can't be lying! That's bullshit! This thing is defective! Blasphemous was the top ranked of one of my favorite games back then! What? What? Am I living a lie? Do I actually like something more than Blasphemous for indie games? Ow. Luckily, the shock for this isn't so fierce. But, dear God, I am Uphold. I think this is defective. I really do. I was speaking from my heart, but maybe my mind is thinking of something else that I haven't pondered on for years. I'm sorry, Paradoxical Theo. I wish I could say that I answered your question truthfully, but it looks like I didn't. 2 lies so far. Only 2 lies, mind you. Okay. I'm gonna have to look at the penitent one square in the face now and just repent as much as I can. Okay, here we go. Now to, roll. I'm very disappointed in myself right now. God damn. All right. We're gonna spin for the next question. Who is it gonna be? 1, 2, 3. All right, we got Noxia. Noxia is gonna be having a question answered for this session. So let's bring that up. All right. Here we go. Gotta get myself prepped here. I'm sweating all over from the intensity of this situation. So, now let's figure out here. Okay. Gotta make sure it's on the shock one. All right. And get it all start up. So, here we go. Once it gets ourselves all start up, that we can ask the question again. All right, here we go. Noxia asks, do you still sleep with a stuffed animal? While I do collect plushies, especially I have a Vtuber friend plushie with me right now, no, I do not normally sleep with a stuffed animal, or even at all in this case. And look at that, I'm telling the truth. Ha ha! But I do have some stuffed animals off to the side, some plushies. I got a plushie of Lilybell that I knew that I had to grab. I got a plushie of Spons from Cat Icarus. I got a plushie of Pyramid Head. I got a plushie of Robbie the Rabbit from Silent Hill. I got a plushie of a few others. So yes, but I do not sleep with them because it gets so blobby hot in my bedroom. I have to turn on the fans, and more likely than not, I feel like I'm just gonna get my plushies oh soaking wet. This is why I don't have anyone sleep with me. That is a good indication. So Noxia, I hope you are satisfied with that question being answered. Wherever you are, thank you again. All right, next one. Let's get to a countdown 1 to 3 here. 1, 2, 3. Who do we have for the next question here? All right, next question is from Tiffy Weefy, who just recovered from a medical procedure, and hopefully she is having a good recovery overall. Wishing her the absolute best. So, let's go ahead and pull up Tiffy's question. All right, here we go. Oh, this is food related. She knows me. She knows me here. All right. The question is as follows. Cuddly, have you ever eaten more food than you said you did and lied about it? Absolutely, especially when I was a kid. There are certain instances where I ate more than I should have and just absolutely blatantly lie about it because I knew I could get away with it. And look at that, I'm telling the truth. See, it was a lot easier for me to lie back when I was a kid. Way easier. But now, I oftentimes feel ashamed or terrified of lying as an adult. So yeah, I have lied about eating more of a food like pizza or candies, any of that junk food especially. So there you go. TV, I hope you are satisfied with the answer that I gave. Hopefully, this will open up a big old flabby wound. And hopefully you don't have to get a medical procedure for it. Okay, now then, we got another question to ask. So let's go ahead and start the countdown. 1, 2, 3. All right, Fire. Fire has the next question. Let's see what kind of question he asked me. Oh, this one is kind of... Okay, now we're getting into more of the serious questions. This is a question that maybe a lot of VTubers might dread answering one of these days, because it could potentially happen. So, it's time for me to be more transparent, vulnerable with each and every one of you, as if like I'm not doing that right now. So, get on the device. And now, Fire asked, do you see yourself graduating eventually? For those of you who may not be aware, graduation for VTuber means that they are going to be ceasing any future activities as a VTuber. A lot of agencies, especially Hololive, Ninja Sanji, and vice versa, have termed graduation as a point where a VTuber that is an employee through that agency is no longer wanting to work for the company and might want to go to other ventures. So for me, this is a question that says, are you going to quit being Cuddlymuffintop? So, let's go ahead and ask that question again and get this moving. So, one more time, the question is, do you see yourself graduating eventually? When I get into a very old age, I more than likely will have to cease being Cuddlymuffintop. But for now, I do not see myself stopping anytime soon because I enjoy it. I love playing indie games. I love collaborating with each and every one of you. It's a lot of fun. And look at that, I'm telling the truth. Yes. Yes. So you don't have to worry about, unless there was a big, crucial emergency that completely changes the way that I live, then you don't have to expect me saying that I'm graduating. The only instances in which I can see myself saying that I'm graduating is if I get a life-threatening thing like cancer, and I hope that never transpires. Or if my body is too frail and fragile where I'm not able to properly entertain people the way that I am now as my human form. Because even if the blob form is like, oh, lively and doesn't age, the human body is still the main host. And as it ages, it might be more difficult, even when it's unconscious, to properly entertain each and every one of you. I hope that doesn't transpire anytime soon. But for now, I hope we can still enjoy these moments. So thank you again, Fire, for asking me a more personal question. Hopefully you are satisfied with the answer I have given and know that I was truthful. So, next question. I'm gonna go ahead and spin the wheel and gonna count from 1 to 3 now. 1, 2, 3. Who's the next question giver? Oh no. It's Astra from Starcross Productions, who is the husband of Aura, who recently got married not too long ago. They've been quite busy. Astra is the artist, and Aura is the fortune teller, tarot card reader, and talented voice actor as well. They're sweet people. So Astra was the one who asked me a question. Okay. Here we go. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and read his question. He asked me a whole bunch of questions, I'm not gonna lie. But I did let him know, for those of you who asked me multiple questions, to choose your favorite, because more than likely I'm not gonna be able to answer all of them. I wanna get everyone a fair shot at asking me something within the short time span. So, he did rank them from most interesting to least interesting, and this is the question that pop up. So, here we go. This is really gonna push it now. Like the last one didn't. Alright. So, Astra asked, who is your VTuber crush? Oh, it has to restart again. Oh, way to loosen up on the aspirations there. Wow. Wow, great. Now I have to ask that question again to myself. Great. I wanted to really get that answer out of the way. So yeah, Astra asked me, do I have a VTuber that I have a crush on? Now, unlike fictional characters, which you can say, ooh, I have a crush on this person, they are my husband or my wife, VTubers are a different story because they oftentimes, if not regularly, have a person behind the scenes. And you do not know what kind of person they are behind the scenes. So, this is going to be a tricky question. I have to really ponder on this carefully. Ponder it with the utmost care and consideration. Because we all know how dangerous parasocial relationships can be. You have seen what Kikahime, the famous Austrian cosplayer, has had to deal with for over 10 years. Ever since she became a cosplayer for Comiket, she had to deal with a stalker for over a decade. And just recently at Comiket, that stalker went into the personal space and held her while she was screaming out. It's a situation that no content creator should be a part of. And he was under the delusion, and he might still be, that he thinks she wants it that way, that she would return his feelings. That's how dangerous stalkers can be, and that's why it is so prevalent within Japan. Japan has, from what I saw, some of the worst stalker issues yet, because there's really not much of a punishment they face unless they committed multiple times, and even then is either no more than 2 years in prison, like a small fee, or vice versa. Nothing detrimental where they really face the utmost punishment. So even though we cannot avoid parasocial relationships, because they're always going to be prevalent, I hope that people who watch my content can thoroughly comprehend that I am oftentimes a very private person. I don't like to splurge all of my details on social media, because oftentimes I don't feel like everyone needs to know how one thing is doing. I've been kind of using it more sparsely because social media can be a great way for you to grow, but it can be a horrible place to really have a candid conversation. And there can be people out there who really dig into you. So, I'm gonna answer this truthfully, but cautiously. So, now that I got that out of the way, let's go ahead and ask that question once more. So, Cuddly, who is your VTuber crush? Oh, it has to start again! Oh, it has to restart each and every time, doesn't it? Oh, that's just great. Ah! You sassy bitch. Oh, you sassy bitch. All right. Let's do it again then. Let's just get this over with. I hate having to wait on answering this question. All right, Astra, here is going to be answer for who is my Vtuber crush? Oh, yes, I pushed the wrong button! Ah! Why do I keep pushing the wrong button? Am I so strung out by this one question? Because I know I have to be absolutely careful with how I word it. So, let me ask this again. Push the right button this time, Cuddly. Cuddly, who is your VTuber crush? I think of all the people that I have a VTuber crush on is Haruka Caribou. Even though I know she's asexual, I always found her human to be absolutely lovely. I love her. And I think she is a great role model for autistic VTubers everywhere. Ow! Oh, come on! That was a lie? Bloody hell. I thought I was gonna answer that truthfully. Okay, maybe I am kind of glad that there's a Haruka. Okay, lovely then. I'm glad that wasn't the answer. All right. So then, if I lied about that, who is my VTuber crush? Do I even have a VTuber crush at this point? All right. I think if it was going to be any VTuber crush, it would be either be Kim Rai, who is officially returned to the Weary 101, or Aisha. Yep. I said it. Either Kim Rai or Aisha with the latest peacock look. Don't judge me. Okay, all right, you got me. You got me. I wish I was telling the truth, though. Oh, when I'm under that much pressure, I guess I just crack, don't I? I just crack a little bit. All right. All right, let's go ahead and spin the wheel for the next question. And we'll go ahead and do this. And make sure it restarts on itself. All right, who's gonna ask me the next question? We'll find out. 1, 2, 3. J. King, huh? Oh, lovely. All right, let's pull up what J. King has to ask. All right, what is it, J. King? Okay, here we go. Let's strap ourselves in and answer this truthfully. All right. J. King asks, do I believe in ghosts? I honest times feel like ghosts are part of superstition. I really have not seen any clear evidence that suggests that ghosts are absolutely within our living space. Oh! Really? I thought I was gonna tell that lie greatly. Okay, I admit it. I admit it. I do think ghosts are out there. I don't know how to properly explain it. It's not like you can see the ectoplasm lying about like another white substance that's so easy to track. Okay, I admit it. I'm that much of a sucker for ghosts, okay? Bloody hell. I thought I was gonna do that one truthfully. I honestly thought so. Alright, J. King, you got me to lie. How does that make you feel, J. King? Are you doing the Anya look now? You're staring into my soul with those beady eyes? I know you do, Sobatoni. I know you do. Okay. All right, then. What's the next question, then? Let's remove that. All right. Let's spin the wheel and see who is next. 1, 2, 3. Who do we got? We got 17 more questions left. Oh. Oh, no. Lately Bell, don't tell me you asked me a lewd question. I don't know why I say that to myself. I almost think I gotta look at... Oh, no. Oh, of course this would be a Lily Bell question. Ah! Okay. Time to get in here. Okay. More moments of me being absolutely vulnerable. So, here we go. Lily Bell asked, what is the most messed up, intrusive thought you've ever had? There have been instances in the past when I was growing up that I always wanted something horrible to happen to people I despise, bullies, teachers, and whatnot. I always wanted them to get down with the punishment. Ow! Come on! Ow! That wasn't it! Dear bloody hell. Then what could it be? What could it be? That's 2 lies in a row. Is it because of my sweat? Is my sweat clogging up the machine? Is that it? Ah. All right, Cuddly, you've been caught. Answer truthfully here. All right, Cuddly, what is the most messed up intrusive thought you ever had? You know, it's really hard for me to say. Not because I don't want to tell it, but if that wasn't it, I honestly have no idea what it may be. I don't know if it was... You know what? Okay, one thing does come to mind. There was someone who was in my 9th grade high school gym class. He really thought I was gay. Back then, that was a bit of an offense. And he would always try to make my life in some way, shape, or form an absolute hell within gym. And of course, the rage within me during that point was building. And now that I identify as demisexual, and I have been known to really, you know, showcase like, ooh, this man looks nice. Back then, it still stunned a little bit because when you're a teenager and still trying to figure yourself out sexually, I still haven't had any sexual experience to this day to really decipher and find out, discover what that may be. That still stunned a bit. And there were moments in which I wanted him to suffer because of the way he treated me. That's the only messed up, intrusive thought that I have had, and it was during my time as a teenager. And I'm sure there might be some of you who went through high school that might have experienced the exact same thing. When we're not having the greatest time trying to grow up as teenagers in these social cliques, or when we're being judged for acting a certain way towards others. When we might not even fully identify ourselves as the version we want to be, that we feel comfortable with. So, when someone teases you or makes it personal when they proclaim you're something that you know you're not, it can be a bad experience. You don't really want to go in that same atmosphere, but you're forced to. I don't know. If anyone has had any experience, I'm sorry that you had to go through that. And hopefully your life is a lot better now than it was back then. Because things do get better. Once you're an adult, yeah, there's a lot more responsibilities you have to go through. and there might not be enough time to hang out with friends because of your productive schedule. But at least I hope you are around people who do care about who you are, no matter what kind of person you are. So, Lily Bell, I hope you're happy. You got me to lie. You got me to be vulnerable. Maybe a bit too vulnerable if you ask me. I will get you back. Oh, I got her plushie, that's right. No, I don't want to ruin the plushie. It's so cute. Okay. All right. That's my question there. So let's go ahead and spin the wheel for the next one. 1, 2, 3. All right, who's gonna ask me the next one here? We got... Oh, wrong one. I was looking at the music. Oh, index page. Index page, huh? Yeah, I think I might have to switch the music or replay it soon. I think the playlist is almost done. So, index page is the one that will be the next one. So, let's go ahead. Yep, it's about to be over here soon. So let's go ahead and replay it. There we go. There. There we go. Now. There. Now I'll put my hand back in here. I might have to turn on the machine again. Yep, I did. All right. So, let's go ahead and see what index page asked me. Okay. So, this is what index page asked me. Have you ever spread misinformation or backtalk towards someone you didn't like just to hurt their reputation? Honestly, I feel like this applies to what I just answered. So that one person who was bullying me because he thought I was gay, yeah, I would backtalk him. I didn't like how he was treating me or misinterpreting me, so I would spread misinformation or backtalk. Ah! What? That wasn't it! That wasn't it. I thought that was the truth. Maybe... Okay. Honestly, if I'm being completely honest, no. I have exclaimed how much I didn't like them. But I never went to so far as to spread misinformation to try and hurt his character. I didn't want to go that low. And I still try to do that to this very day. Even if there is maybe a content creator that I don't like, or a content creator that I don't jive with in any way, shape, or form, I never, ever want to spread misinformation because there's a lot of that already, online especially. And if I did have a problem with someone in regards to how they condone themselves, especially someone that I know, I would rather want to talk to them about it and get their thoughts on the situation rather than just spread it on social media, because that's the last thing one should do. Even if you're trying to gain popularity or clout from it, it's not a good look. It is not a valid look to go about. So yeah, I really don't detest anyone, really. As long as you treat me with respect, as I normally try to do, even if you may not like me, I normally try to go above and beyond to be respectful, calm and collected, even if you might have an issue with me. If you have an issue with my appearance, the issue with my comedy, issue with how I handle the situation, which I'm always open to people who you are more than welcome to let me know, especially if I collaborated with you before, if I DM'd you in the past, if you find something that you didn't exactly like or thought uncomfortable with, always bring it up with me because sometimes I just don't know right away if I did something wrong. I'm that socially unaware. So that really goes a long way to help me in the long direction. A situation in the past did lead me on that right path, and hopefully I have improved in my relationship with others from that starting point. So, there we go. See, I always don't like lying, but sometimes I'm so shocked whenever it happens. It's like, I'm not that aware of when it's being caught in the act. Maybe that's something I need to be concerned with. All right. Now let's go on to the next question. So let's spin the wheel. 1, 2, 3. All right, what do we have? We got from Dash. All right, Dash, what question did you ask me here? Oh, this really goes with what I've been talking about up to this point. Yep, this is like a good shoe-in for what I've been discussing. Dash asked me, do you believe you're generally a good liar? Oh, I have to restart again. I always forget you have to basically, it shuts off when you don't activate it within a certain point. All right, gotta wait for it. So, the question that asked again here is, do you believe you're generally a good liar? No, I am not a good liar at all because people can obviously tell from my facial expressions whenever I'm lying to them. And if I do lie to someone, I would feel extremely bad about it. I would be so humiliated. And I was telling the truth. See? I don't find myself to be a good liar. I'm not that sociopathic. I'm not that psychotic. I don't get a joy out of causing people misinformation, lies, or anything. It's even tough for me to make a half lie. Like having a little bit of truth to the structure of the sentence. Like, for example, did you go out and shopping? Are you out shopping? It's like, yeah, I'm around the area or something. It's like, even that, it makes me cringe a little bit. So yeah, I find myself to be a horrible liar. And I'm sure if you had met me in person as a human, you would know, like right away if I was lying to you. With body language or my facial expressions that even I can't pinpoint unless I feel it within my soul. Okay, so Dash, I hope you were satisfied with my answer. So, let's go ahead and spin the wheel again. 1, 2, 3. I got a little bit too anxious there. Who do we got? Vivi Vedette. Okay, very talented artist. And has a very cool model too. So what did Vivi ask me? Oh. Okay, I can definitely answer this one truthfully, I feel. Alright. So, Vivi Vedette asked me, have I ever stolen anything? Yes, I have. Sometimes there would just be pencils, erasers, or just little knickknacks that I found every now and again. But nothing too expensive. Yep, and looks like I was telling the truth. Yeah, I feel like unless you're like a saint sent from above, every one of us has stolen something. Even if it's like a measly pencil top, or eraser top for a pencil, or a stapler, like one of those mini staples, some paper clips, tacks, like something small. We have stolen those things in the past. I know I have. So, I'm just thankful that I haven't stole anything that is of, let's just say, personal worth to someone in particular. I am thankful that I didn't take something away from them that brought them joy. Because for me, that would have been extremely scummy. And even worse, to sell it in the past for something else. It's like, come on. You gotta do better than that. Oh, but thankfully I never had to go about that sort of thing with me. And honestly, I can really say that I really haven't stolen anything there. You stop! Okay, I think we're stretching it a bit there. Okay, that's metaphorical, I feel, not literally. You're still alive, you're still breathing. At least I hope you are. Oh, if I have stolen your heart or your soul, you might have to go to a doctor. I think you need to get your chest checked out to make sure there's still something in there that's beating. But if you're saying that metaphorically, I don't know if that's a lie. I feel like you let that happen. Oh, that's funny, Sober Lisa. Thank you for the good laugh there. Okay, now, Vivi, I hope you are good with how I answer your question. So, next one. We got 13 more to go. 1, 2, 3. Who's next? Oh, no, 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 no! No. It's Molly. Molly, I remember what question you asked me. I know what question you asked me. I don't know if you're still here, Omori. I don't know if Molly is around. But here he goes. It's time for me to answer this question then. Okay. All right. It's time to get into an embarrassing question here. Okay, here we go. My hand is ready. Let's just get this one over with. Molly asked, do I have a vor fetish? Oh, of course you have to restart. Why can't you just... Ah, great. Now everyone knows what the question is. Now they can have it linger on with their thoughts. Ah. Okay. Because Molly has drawn me in a vor situation in the past, which is different. With blobs, I absorb them. They get digested instantaneously. Have you not seen the blob films? With vor, you gulp them in one single swallow, and they just linger there within the belly, like you're pregnant or something. It's like that moment of intimacy or something to that degree. So I am not vor related. I consume, I absorb. They're entirely different things. Though I suppose there are vor related things that are, well, might include instantaneous digestion, but okay, let's just answer the question. God bloody hell. Molly asked, do I have a vor fetish? Yes. Yes, I do have a vor fetish. Why do you think one of my crushes is for Aisha? It's the truth. Are you happy? Are you happy, Molly? I have a vor fetish! Are you content? Are you not entertained? There we go. Now you caught me. Now you know why For Aisha is one of my crushes on VTubing. Blobby hell. Now the whole thing that I have, the running gag with the women, is going to be even more enticing to some. It's like, ooh, cuddly. Well, might as well make fun of myself along the way. I mean, if anyone were to get bored by me, they were probably in my head pondering rather than anything else. It's like, ooh, picking at my brain or lack thereof. That's what a force situation would be for me because, of course, the head is the belly, and of course that will be making fun of. Yes, absolutely, there. God bloody hell, Molly. I hope you don't get a little bit twisted with this answer. I'm on to you. Why does it look like these shock absorbers look like my eyebrows? Why did I direct the shock absorbers from that? Okay. All right, Molly. Your question has been answered. Don't judge me. Okay, you can judge me all you like. At the moment of the day, it's best to just have fun with it than to let it get to me, you know? I have plenty of other ones that I'm sure a lot of people have deep down inside. As long as I don't take it too personally and think it's like a personal attack, I think I'm good to go. Who knows, I might even embrace it in one of my future streams. Probably not. It might go against TOS. Unless I do it like her. Which is gonna be impossible. No one can outbeat her in that regard. Okay. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel. 1, 2, 3. 12 more questions. Here we go. We're halfway through this. Alright, Shino, you're next. Please don't ask me another question about fetishes, please. Okay, here we go. This is a question I can answer. Here we go. Alright, Shino asked, would you sell your friend's soul for $1 million? No. A friend's soul is never worth that money. It is priceless, and I would never backtrack or betray a friend like that for just money. And I was telling the truth. I would rather earn that money rightfully without betraying anyone in the process or trying to badmouth or basically bring about lies to an individual. I know that's a lot of ways in which people do get rich out there in the real world. There's a lot of deceit that might go on in order for you to rise to the top. But I never want to stoop down to that level. If I'm gonna get $1 million one of these days, I would like it to be in a way that I'm entertaining others and I'm feeling content, and I can celebrate that success with my friends. So yeah, that's my answer to that question. So Shino, thank you for asking that one. Next one. Let's see who asks the next question. We could go right to the next one. So, 1, 2, 3. Hello, cat lady. You have missed a whole lot of questions. I'm Yami. I'm trying to remember. You didn't get a notification? Not even on Discord? You didn't look at my schedule? Blasphemy. Blasphemy indeed. Don't worry, there's a lot that you can catch up on. Let's just say I had a fair share of lies and a good amount of truths. And Yami is the next one. Alright, Yami, what did you ask me here? Okay. Oh, Yami of the Lake. That's who it is. Alright. Ooh, this one is a juicy one. Okay, here we go. Yami of the Lake asked, have I ever kissed one? Oh wait, have I ever kissed someone and regretted it? If so, why? Yes, I have kissed someone. It was someone who confessed that she loved me when it was my birthday in middle school. I went out with them And she kissed me in that time, but back then, I accepted her love because I didn't know any better. And I was telling the truth. This was the last time I ever went on a date with someone. It was in the 7th grade. Someone confessed their love to me on my birthday of all places. Said that they loved me. But I knew deep down in my heart I did not share the same emotion. But out of ignorance and not wanting to hurt her feelings back then, I said I would become her boyfriend. So we went on a date a few days later. My parents got really upset because they were wondering where the blobby hell I was. They thought I was kidnapped. And she kissed me like around that time. I just didn't feel comfortable in that situation. And I felt extremely bad afterwards. We ended up breaking up 15 days later. Because she found someone else. And I was completely fine with that. It did not go so well. And that was the last time I've ever went on a date with anyone. Never went on a date in high school. Never went on a date in college. And I still haven't gone out on a date to this very day. Yep. So, don't feel too bad for me. Don't feel too bad for me. Part of it is my choice. Being a demisexual is tough out there because you don't really feel any sexual attraction to someone unless you have gotten to know them quite a bit. That you feel a connection. And me with this middle school person, I did not really feel anything. She was nice back then. I don't know how she is now, but I basically accepted her love so that I didn't break her heart. And I wish I did the exact opposite. So yep, that's my answer to you, Yami of the Lake. Keep up the grand ASMR work. Hope you're doing well. And let's go ahead. 10 more questions to ask here. Let's go ahead and do it. 1, 2, 3. All right, we got from the koi fish VTuber Lakshi. I love her. She's the one who recommended the Spiral Reignited trilogy to me, and she's a sweetheart and talented artist. So, and she's from Germany. So, what is the question that she asked me? Okay, I can do this one. I can do this one then. All right, so, okay, let's actually make sure this is on. Okay, so Lakshi asked me, what made you want to start VTubing? Yep, it needed to be turned back on again. So that's the question that Lakshi asked me here. What made me want to start becoming a VTuber? So, let me go ahead once this is all connected. Then we can get started. So, once more, Lakshi's asked, what made me want to start VTubing? I felt too lonely, basically. I wanted to try and better my social skills through VTubing, and I always like the appeal of portraying yourself in a different light as an avatar, so you don't have to worry about looking like your absolute worst. Wait, did that even... Huh. It didn't give me a clear answer. I think something's fishy. I'm gonna answer that question again, I feel. Alright, let's try this again. It didn't shock me, but it didn't look like it said I was telling the truth, so something was off. I want a definitive answer! Alright, let's get this started again. Nothing tells me this isn't exactly the best way. I will... Alright. Lakshi asked, what made you want to start VTubing? I really thought it was a cool way for someone to stream their content and get creative with the entire process. That, and I wanted to connect with more people. And there we go. I was telling the truth that time. There. I guess I needed to be more concise with my answer, truthfully. Plus, when I started in 2020, it was definitely during the time of the you-know-what. And a lot of people had to stay indoors during that session. So it was like a good year, not because of what was going on, but for those to give this hobby a try. And yet I've been still using the same model for the last 4+ years. Will I ever get an upgrade? Stay tuned. All right. Thank you, Lakshi, for the question. Keep being awesome. Everyone who has asked me a question so far, keep being awesome, really. All right. We got 9 more. So let's go ahead and spin. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I bet you still have to be indoors because of the wildfires, right? Oh. Okay. CL Valkyrie asked me a question. She was laughing at me when she got my reaction to the question she asked. She is a swell person. I hope things are going okay for her. It has been a while. I know she hasn't streamed in quite a while, and hopefully things are going okay. But in the meantime, she asked, let me bring it up. God, this is... Okay, here we go, here we go. CL Valkyrie asked, have you ever done the Naruto run? Yes, I have. And I look like a complete dumbass while doing it. Okay, nothing came up with that one. Nothing. Why were you so indecisive? Was it because I looked like a dumbass or that I actually didn't do the Naruto run? Answer me, machine! Okay, this machine's giving me problems. Looks like I have to answer it again so I get something definitive. Alright, let's do this again. God damn it, I don't want to answer this question again. CL Valkyrie asks, have you ever done the Naruto run? Yes, I have. I have done the Naruto run even in public. Are you happy? I answered truthfully there. For those of you who do not know what the Naruto run is, well, it's when you run with your arms all the way stretched back, and then you tilt your head a little bit downwards, and you just run. That's what it is. Oh, shut it, Titanic. My heart will go on, but in shame. Ah, bloody hell. All right, CL, you got your wish. You got your question. Yes, I have. Okay, we got 8 more questions, so let's get it all over with. 1, 2, 3. Who do we got now? L, huh? L from Scotland. Another autistic VTuber that you might want to check out if you can. A very tall fella, too. So, what is the question that L... Oh, come on. L, why did you have to ask me this question? Oh, L, why? Okay, here we go. L asked, are you Cuddlymuffintop or Cuddlymuffin-bottom? I am Cuddlymuffintop, thank you very much. I will remain Cuddlymuffintop. Ha ha! Let me be the top of the food chain. Ha! I am no cuddly muffin bottom. I'm not even a cuddly muffin switch. I am on the top of my game, baby! Ha! I gotta stick with my own name here and live up to it. Yeah! In your face, hell! Ha ha ha! Seriously, Elle, thank you again for the question. Never ask a question like that again. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Elle's question has been asked. I'm sure there might be some bottoms out there that want to be submissive. Who knows? Can you even imagine me being in a dominant lifestyle in that case? Me, who hasn't been on a date in several years? Probably not. All right, who's next then? Let's start the countdown. 1, 2, 3. Who do we have next? T-Witchy. All right, Cat Lady's sister. Let's see what she asked. Okay. We're getting into a D&D question now. Because T-Witchy is actually the dungeon master of a session I have with Cat Lady, Oddcog, and a few others. Within Dungeons and Dragons. We normally try to do that every other Sunday, even though our schedules haven't been really the best. So, this is what T-Witchy asked. Have I ever fudged a dice roll in D&D? No. Even when I had this basically in front of me, the dice, the Aurora Borealis dice, when I roll something, I will always truthfully say what that dice roll was. Oh, come on! Oh! Oh, come on! That was the truth! That was the truth! How could you lie to me, the machine? Oh, I'm gonna beat you down! Oh, you... This machine is a concoction of absolute depravity right here. Okay. There might have been an instant when I rolled the dice. Oh, Molly. Hi, Molly. Did you see that I answered your question earlier? I did. If you didn't see it, guess you're just gonna have to rewatch the stream. I'm not gonna repeat myself. Dyson Fudge. Yes, you did. You did miss it. I was very vulnerable there. Very vulnerable. Dyson Fudge go together like peanut butter and jelly? Okay. It might have been one time, I feel. One time. And nowadays, we utilize Roll20 to roll our dice so they can actually see. So I get why we utilize that. Because if you were to roll the dice, physical dice, and you were part of an online campaign, then it would be suspicious. All right. There you go. I did fudge up a dice roll. Sorry, T-Witchy, it will never happen again. Is T-Witchy gonna be on here now? It's like, Cuddly! You fudge! Wait, I gotta be in the right voice. You fudge up a die! You heathen! There. I feel like that's how she would. Cheaters for Monopoly. Even the Monopoly Cheaters edition screwed up. The fish fudge is delicious. Yeah, fudge is good. Fudge is great. All right. Let's go ahead and ask the next question here. We got 6 questions left. 1, 2, 3. What do we got now? All right. Pandemonia, a chubby tentacle VTuber that I have collaborated a lot, especially with their recent Smash or Pass of plus size men and women. So, oh, I think she asked me the long-winded one. So let's see. Okay. Yep, it was the long-winded one. Here we go. This might be the longest question that anyone else has asked me for this. So, let's go ahead and ask it. Pandemonia asked, how likely would you be to steal an unguarded ice cream truck if no one could ever know you did it and it was guaranteed to be the best flavor you could ever have? Oh, I have to start it all over again. Oh, it's being fidgety. It doesn't want to comply with me after I backhanded it for that function, the D&D dice roll. Okay, come on. Come on, there we go. All right, let's ask that question again. Pandemonia asked, how likely will you be to steal an unguarded ice cream truck if no one could ever know you did it, and it was guaranteed to have the best flavor you could ever consume? Absolutely. If it had one of the best flavors that I could ever cherish, I would more than likely absorb the entire truck. Okay, I will still go up to the ice cream truck and pay for my ice cream. There. God damn it. Even as a blob, I want to oblige by certain customs and rightful passages. Okay. All right. I wouldn't steal an unguarded ice cream truck. Even if it had one of the greatest flavors imaginable. I would even want to absorb it. I would go up there like any other person, pay for it rightfully, and grab that ice cream. Does it even look like I have a very good eye? I think you need to get your eyes checked, by the way. All right. Here we go. We got 5 more questions to ask here for tonight. Let's see how truthfully I can make these. All right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right, we got one from Ivory Rose, who I collaborated with in the past for Battle Block Theater over on YouTube. Okay, let's go ahead and see what question she asked. God damn it, here we go. More vulnerability from yours truly, everyone. Here we go, let's just get this one answer over with. Ivory Rose asked, do I watch anime sus videos? Yes, I do. I watch a good ton of anime sus videos. Oh, come on! But I do! Okay, I don't really watch them nowadays because there's not a lot of selection that appeal to me. But I did! I guess they don't count it in the past tense, huh? You are always so fickle, you know that, little machine? You don't even count the past tense, huh? You know, maybe I should watch some of that after stream then. Better to educate myself. Nah, probably wouldn't. I probably will watch some YouTube. I more than likely will watch the Advent 3D collab with everyone involved. That's more like my after. Does it even look like I watch any of that, yeah? Does it even look like I'm wearing pants right now? No. No pants can fit me. I don't even have any legs. Maybe I could fit those pants around my arms. Who knows? Well, I guess I'm not that much of a degenerate then, huh? But I am being truthful when I said I have watched them in the past. I just haven't been watching them frequently now because they really don't appeal to my tastes. If you follow along with the previous question I asked, you probably know why. Okay, we got only a few more questions to go. 4 more. So, let's go ahead. 1, 2, 3. All right, who's gonna ask me the next question? We got Dandasonja, or I forget if that's how you pronounce his name. I'm so bad with pronouncing names sometimes. Dandasonja. I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name again. I'm so bad with anything like that. Ugh. Okay, let's see what he asked me. And he's the one with the breast pouch physics, by the way. I have collaborated with him on a few times. Oh, god damn it. It's another one of these lewd questions. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's see here. Dandasonja asked me, which Pokemon would I smash? A basic answer, Snorlax. I would smash Snorlax. God, what the bloody hell? But Snorlax is my fave! You are a defective piece of blood! I'm so tempted to throw this out the window so it can break. Blobby hell. Okay. All right. You got me. Is it pumpkin time? Don't tell me you want to electrocute the pumpkin wiggle buddy. Is that what you're implying? The pumpkin wiggle buddy? Okay, kitten. I got it. Here we go. Pumpkin wiggle buddy, why are you doing that? You're gonna ruin your bum wiggling against those shock absorbers. You're gonna get electrocuted, you know that? And doesn't care. It just wants to continue grooving. I understand you now. If I'm being completely honest, I don't even know which Pokemon that I would want to smash. You can go with the obvious answers like Gardevoir or Lopunny or any Pokemon that's shaped with curves and whatnot. But honestly, I really don't have any sexual urges against any Pokemon. I really thought Snorlax would be the definitive answer for me, but it wasn't. Maybe if I said Wailord, it might have been more controversial. Okay. I know it's not much of an answer, but it's the best I got, I guess. Blobby hell. I honestly thought I was gonna get it that time. Okay. Alright. So. Let's, oh, it's me again. Get that out of the way. Oh, I know. I cannot be the skitty to the Wailord, unfortunately. All right, we got 3 more people now. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3. All right, we got Zora Takushi. I feel like I'm butchering her name. Sorry, Zora. Okay. Zora, what did you ask me here? Okay. Here's a question I can answer truthfully. I know I can here. All right. Takoshi. I'm bad with pronouncing taco. You know, like how, you know, Ina will call her chat Takoshi. I feel like I'm butchering that. Don't laugh at my mispronunciations. I'm still conscious about that. Okay. Sora asked me, do you put your shopping cart in the proper area when you're done? Ow! Why'd I have to restart it? It's getting feisty with me. This dumbass machine. I'm never doing a lie detector stream again. This is amalgamation of every bad decision in life. Oh, thanks for thinking that they are perfectly reasonable. Okay, so let me ask this question again. Sora asked, do you put your shopping cart in the proper area when you're done? Absolutely. Every single time I'm done with a shopping trip, I would always want to place it in the same area so that it isn't in the way of any cars in the parking lot. Oh, thank God. If I saw that this was a lie, I would have basically wanted to break this thing with a hammer. I always hated when people leave their shopping carts, like, in the middle of the parking lot, or in the parking lot zones, when someone has to park somewhere. It is so blobby annoying. Why can't you put your cart back in its proper place so people can bring it right back in? What makes it so hard? Are you that lazy that you can't walk an extra 20 to 50 steps to basically place it in that area so it's not in anyone's way when they're trying to drive in through the parking lot? You're welcome. I swear, if this told me I was lying, I would have really raged. Okay. People are lazy. They can be such slothful creatures, for sure. All right. So we got two more people now. Zaruk and Shoboni. Let's see who's gonna ask the penultimate question here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, look at that, red and blue. All right, Shoboni is the second to last. Which means Zaruk will be the last one. So we can hide that now. All right, what did Shoboni ask me? Okay. Shoboni asked, have you ever felt generally embarrassed in public? Oh God, yes. Especially when I feel so overwhelmed in a big environment, like in a grocery shopping mall or anything to that degree. I would feel so bad that I feel so overwhelmed by such sensations. Yep. And unfortunately, that is a regular occurrence. I was telling the truth. Honestly, one could say, hey, Cuddly, why don't you just shop for products online and just grab them? Because I don't get rebates through that, silly. How do I add my savings? Rebates help me quite a bit. I get hundreds of dollars from normal shopping trips, like every third shopping trip. Third or fourth, I can get up to $100 in rebates. And it helps for my savings. They don't allow for online shopping for the stores I go to. Unless it's like a special case. Yes. Oftentimes, I only get food that is a part of a rebate. Rarely do I get anything else unless it is on sale through the app. So yes, I am a very big coupon freak, especially for organic foods, because they can be pricey. Okay. Shaboni, thank you so much for the question. And now Zaruk. Zaruk is the last one. And Zaruk's question is as follows. Here we go. This is the last question, everyone. Are you ready for what Zaruk Windcaller asked me? Here it is. Zaruk asked, do you know where Waldo is? No. Waldo is so elusive to this very day. Even I have trouble looking through the Waldo books. I don't think I can ever find Waldo. And look at that. I'm telling you the truth. If you have watched my playthrough of the Hidden Objects game, Hidden Folks, a game that I streamed for Short Game Fridays, you would know how bad I am in finding objects within a very condensed landscape. That game, which normally takes about 3.5 hours to normally finish, took me over 7 hours when I originally streamed it. I was streaming past 1 a.m. my time trying to finish it up. That's how bad I am at those games. That's how terrible I am with those, because it's too much sensory overload for me, which I normally found out when there's so much going on at the exact same time, when there's so much condensed things, people, or items within a certain picture. It could be a lot. It could be a lot to try and pinpoint where is where. That's why I find it hard to find Waldo. And that's why I might find it difficult to find Larry. So, there you go. I'm gonna shut off this bastard. There. It's quiet. It's done. I'm through. All the questions have been asked. I'm through with this. I can now take these goddamn things off my head. Not you, Pumpkin Wiggle Buddy. Okay, maybe you too, Pumpkin Wiggle Buddy. Okay. This electric hair can go away now. Oh, yeah. Not like I enjoy doing that, by the way. I had to add some curveballs here and there. People should know that by now. There we go. Alright, we're back to our regular background. Okay. So yeah, today was a much shorter stream than usual, but I do want to thank both the friends that offered me questions, as well as my community for asking away over on my Discord server. Now, with that said, tomorrow is going to be an off day. So I will be back over on Twitch here, Tuesday night for more Bioshock. So if you want to join in that day at 7 p.m. Central Daylight Savings Time, you're more than welcome to do so. And in the meanwhile, let's check to see. Oh, the music is done. Perfect timing for that Detector music. And we'll go back to our usual fanfare music then. So, with that said, I hope you did enjoy this birthday donathon goal stream. This is the penultimate one. The only stream now that was accomplished through donathons that I still have to do, and hopefully there will be a day in September which it will be low humidity for it, is going to be the miniature painting stream with my unmatched figurines. Because they require it to be low humidity, especially if you're supposed to add the primer to it. So I'm hoping sometime in September before my Spooktober festival, my big event, that I can actually get that done. Hopefully on the Sunday. So we're going to be back with the boys of Final Fantasy 15 starting next Sunday. Hopefully we can get back to the boys. So, with that said, I hope you enjoyed it, whether you were watching on Twitch or on YouTube. I hope you enjoyed this little stream that we did here. If you want to subscribe over to my YouTube channel, well, feel free to do so. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be notified of any future videos or streams that I might be hosting there. And if you happen to like my content on Twitch, well, feel free to follow. No worries whatsoever if you're not able to subscribe or donate or do anything that is of monetary importance, because simply put, you just being here watching my content is good enough. Even if you happen to be looking off to the side, doing something else, I always appreciate people who utilize their hard-earned free time just to watch or listen to my sweet dumb ass. So, again, tomorrow is an off day, but I have made a decision in regards to the Spooktober SmackDown. And this is what it's going to be. Now, the reason why I've normally had Mondays off for this summer is because of, well, not a lot of things working out with my schedule, especially with my plasma donations having to work an extra hour that day. But once Labor Day happens, I feel like since I have that day off, I can get back to streaming on Mondays. And I'm thinking that Mondays should be the day where I unveil the winners of the Spooktober SmackDown tournament matches. So for those of you who did not join yesterday's YouTube stream with Liza P, we got to see who's competing in both the retro side from 2004 and earlier to the modern side of 2014 to 2024 for horror games. That survey is going to be out, I think, sometime next week, I believe. So, I will be hosting a link first on my Discord server. They get early access to voting for that. And I think I'm going to host the results on Mondays at around 8 p.m. for both sides. So, once Labor Day comes, that's what's going to be transpiring. Because I feel like I wouldn't have enough time to really make videos of them, especially with my full-time job. That's what I have decided. So you can look forward to that on Monday. So that way, I'm not cutting any of my other streams like BioShock, Dark Souls, Spyro Reignited Trilogy, the Short Game Fridays, Liza P, and My Time with the Boys. Because let's just face it, My Time with the Boys have been cut so many times already that I feel like they need to have some time with me. So that's what you can look forward to then in the meantime. So, for those of you who are part of my Discord server, you can get free access to voting once I get that all sorted. And I believe that's going to be happening starting next Monday. So, if I can make things work, be on the lookout. With that said, thank you for joining me. If you happen to be on YouTube and want to follow any of my social media platforms, or perhaps even check out my Discord server, well, those links are down in the description below. No worries if you decide not to follow them. No worries whatsoever. It is entirely optional. And with that said, that's enough rambling from me. It's time for me to see who I'm gonna raid over on Twitch. So, who are the possibilities here? Who wants to see my dumbass raid them? Let's see who is available right now. Is there anyone in particular that I haven't raided before? Who? Let's see. Finley Kai is playing Baldur's Gate 3. Let's see. Cali Calico is doing a VR date outfit. Diabon, Juniper, Shibidoki. You know what? I think we're gonna go with Calico. She's part of the 3 a.m. group alongside Meat, Olivia Monroe, and Koki. So, big, nice group right there from the South Side game. So, let's go ahead and raid them and wish them the best of luck. So, let's go ahead and get a stream message going. Oh yeah, they're definitely showcasing the 3D model here. So let's go ahead and see what we got here. Let's get a raid message. Let's see, what would be a good message in this case? It's voting for a VR date outfit and then my summer car. Okay. Let's see, what would be a good VR message for that? Or a raid message. Let's say... Cali Calico is best convertible. I don't know. I'm not gonna go with that. That might be a little bit suspicious right there. Let's not go with that. Let's just go with a muffin consumption rate. Let's just do something simple. Yeah, let's just go with something simplistic. So that way we don't raise any eyebrows when we raid into the channel. So on the Twitch side of things, here is the raid message if you wanted to copy and paste that into it. No worries if you decide not to here. And let's get the raid started. Let's make sure that I spell it correctly. That should be it. Alright, so again, thank you so much for tuning into my stream. I will be, again, off tomorrow, and we'll be back to streaming here on Twitch for more BioShock Remastered at 7 p.m. Central Daylight Savings Time. So again, Tuesday night, 7 p.m., BioShock Remastered here on Twitch. So, with that said, hope you have an exquisite rest of your day, whether it be the morning, afternoon, evening, or night, depending on where you may be. Ta-ta for now!